Welcome, dear friends, sisters, and brothers, on this 9th day of the month-long Ho'oponopono event. Today, I invite you to do an exploration and some meditation work on the collective trauma, healing collective trauma. That's really a theme that is currently spoken a lot about, and it's not that strange. Because in this time, with the COVID situation, the lockdowns, there's a lot of trauma surfacing, but also under the surface. Surfacing through depression, anxiety, raising suicide numbers under young people. But what is discerning is also the undercurrent, which leads to strange patterns. And that's, in fact, a natural thing, because when we experience individual trauma, there's normally a defense pattern to push that trauma, the feelings that are too much away out of the conscious mind into the subconscious. And that gets covered by defense patterns that are normally not really creative, often even self-destructive or self-sabotaging. The same happens on the collective level. One of the examples is, for instance, in the COVID situation, finding a scapegoat for the situation, which are the non-vaccinated. Yeah, there are groups of people that make the non-vaccinated people the guilty ones of the process, so that the anger, the frustration, which is understandable because people losing their jobs, their income, there are health problems and people dying. Yeah, so somewhere this frustration has to go, and it goes in the wrong patterns. And there are, of course, a lot of governmental control patterns that everybody can see are not really logical anymore. This happens in history a lot. There are a lot of examples in history where one group gets the scapegoat for an undercurrent of frustration. And I will not go in the details, but there are several in the last century, even the early last century, in the United States, etc. So, to really explore collective trauma, which we all carry inside and which is in the collective, is not only a mental analytical thing. It's a matter of deep understanding, and deep understanding only comes when it comes also from the heart, the wisdom of the heart, the right mind-heart connection, and even deeper. Because to really witness that what is happening in another person or in a situation, even in a normal conversation, can be that it lands also the experience in the visceral body, in the experience and experiential body, and in the physical system. Then there's real witnessing. Then we really feel what is happening. And so I invite you to go that deep, to explore different levels of collective trauma. And it's not just about COVID situation, it's about the climate change, it's about damaging the ecological system, the loss of species, and so on. So, and these are big themes. You know, I spoke to a young couple that said, we don't want children in this crazy world with this climate situation and how things around nature develop. And it's really sad. Yeah. So let's explore also in our inner realm what's there. And the more we bring to the surface, into the conscious mind through real understanding what is dwelling in the deeper levels, the more we heal the process and we come to integrate it feelings, thoughts, and solutions. We can do that through Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is a beautiful way to explore also, not only to heal and release and forgive and purify, that's the origin of Ho'oponopono, but it helps to explore during the process of Ho'oponopono, the 4 sentences we all know, and I will use a specific order. If we do them slowly, and after each sentence, I'm sorry, and we wait, and we listen what happens in the inner realm, there may come up thoughts, feelings, memories, images that follow a certain pattern, and that open a pattern that we didn't not yet realize yet. So deep listening into the Ho'opono process is a meditative way to explore also. The pattern I use in Ho'oponopono is maybe different than some people do, but I learned that in Amsterdam 30 years ago from a medicine woman, Marna, a beautiful medicine woman from Hawaii, that brought this work with the psychologist that she worked together to all over the world, but also to Amsterdam. And the order is the following. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, I thank you. And the reason I like the I thank you at the end, because the I thank you is a kind of fulfillment. It opens up, it opens possibility. And the I thank you element has also something like forgiveness, like full acceptance, without, of course, forgetting what is not right, but full acceptance, it is so. And that's only the threshold when we say it is so, from where we can go further. Because when we don't see the threshold, we can't step through the door. So, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you. Then there's the love, the interconnection of all things. Connection, the first quality of love. And then there is the acceptance. I thank you. And in full acceptance, only through full acceptance, which is lands deeply into different levels of our system, forgiveness can come forth. And forgiveness, what is it? Forgiveness is not so much, I forgive you. No, it's not top-down thing. There's a lot of misunderstanding about forgiveness, but forgiveness is in simply opening the hand so that you don't hold on. Because when you hold on, it holds you. Often we think it has a grip on me, but that's because we have a grip on it. So that's my reason I invite you to follow that process in that order. I will introduce the meditation. We go deep inside and you choose the theme you want to work on. It can be the COVID situation and lockdown worldwide or in your own country, or how it touches you personally. It can be the climate situation or any other. It can be discrimination. Yeah, it can be any theme that really is close to your heart. Choose your own theme, but I will choose, in my case, the COVID situation. I will introduce the process. We move together into the meditation. And then on a certain moment, I will close it up in thankfulness with the term, it is so. A moment of deep listening and closing energy, but you are welcome to keep moving after I move away from the screen. And follow your own process, follow your own rhythm. Yeah, that's why in the beginning I will tell a few things during the meditation, and then I leave it to you. So have a beautiful meditation. and have a beautiful fulfillment, and that it may be a contribution to the healing for the collective, for humanity, and for each of us. Deep understanding leads to healing. That was is under the surface. When it comes into consciousness, leads to integration and healing. Let's take a little time to meditate on the purpose, the theme we want to work with. So let's take that time and feel deeply your physical body. Breathe deeply. Breathing in and breathing out 2 times longer than the breathing in. Relaxing, feeling your physical body. Since the physical body is the doorway to your inner landscape, we ask the physical body to be that doorway. And in that inner landscape where we feel the space of consciousness, we let come in that theme that is close to our heart. And then what we will do, we put that theme in front of us, a little bit above us, in front of us, like in a bubble. We don't separate from it, but we put it there almost in an unconditional space, so that we are connected with it, but we are all free from it. And still, when we are really connected, we will feel it, but we will be the witness of the process and the one who is the meditation doer. So when you have your theme, then let's start. You can keep your eyes closed or open, whatever feels right for you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. We speak to that field of experience in front of us, of the theme we are working with. I'm sorry, which doesn't mean that we are guilty of anything, or maybe we are. But there is a karmic or other connection, since we are part of that matrix, of that pattern, through which we can say, I'm sorry. And in that gesture, we free something up in some way. Please forgive me. We humble ourselves without making ourselves small. Please forgive me. I love you. And even if there's a lot around this theme that is not lovable, we say, I love you. Because that what is dwelling in ignorance, maybe like a little child almost, the only way that it can open up to us is when we are with it in a loving space. Then it can speak to us. I love you. I thank you. And in that space of I thank you, we listen deeply. What comes up for you? It can be unexpected things, thoughts, feelings, memories. Just follow that flow, trust it. Follow that thread and go on. I'm sorry. Please Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And the thread may go to places where you don't expect. And when it goes too far from your original theme, you can bring it back consciously. But by following the thread and the unexpected things, it gives you more information. It's an exploration. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And now I will be silent and you can move for some time in your own rhythm. And after that, I will pick it up again. Gently moving on in this journey. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And in it, I thank you. There's almost a chalice, the receiving gesture, the open hands and the releasing gesture. And also the deep listening of the thoughts and the realizations that came to you. And the gesture of deep acceptance and love for whatever the pattern is, so that it can find its way to release, that the light can shine on it, so that all aspects will open up and can be forgiven. This for the blessing and well-being for each of us and for humanity and for the Mother Earth and all the living beings on the Mother Earth, for all our relations. Omitaku Yoyasin, to all our relations. Thank you. Good journeys and have beautiful next days of meditation. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, sisters and brothers, for this moment this moment of working together beyond time and space.